Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Okay, so there's a reason why we're on the pause screen here. Yeah, actually, this is something that I wanted to include in the previous episode at the very end, but unfortunately, I didn't know that this was going to happen. I mean, it makes sense that this was actually a thing that would transpire, but I didn't know. Obviously, I've never played this game before, so I don't know what happens. But what we're going to see here is a pretty funny... pretty funny circumstance, pretty funny sort of like eventuality from my actions in the previous episode, and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about in just a moment.
You filthy Judas!
But I've done nothing.
I'll give you nothing, you bastard!
But I didn't... Now you...
If I ever see you here again, you'll get it! That fucking snake in the grass. That lousy Judas.
What do you expect? You can't trust a man who hardly drinks and never plays dice.
It's true enough, there's something wrong with a man who doesn't know how to enjoy himself. But there are other folk who don't drink or gamble, and they wouldn't sell their friends for 30 pieces.
Aye. Some folk just have the blood of Judas in their veins. It's their nature.
I reckon he got off way too easy. I wouldn't mind chopping a piece of that treacherous tongue of his.
Aye. He wouldn't sing so easy next time, would he?
Alright, whoa, okay, but yeah, I thought that was actually pretty funny because obviously they did that whole thing where they're just like, oh yeah, we're gonna have some fisticuffs right here. Alright, so obviously I agreed to deal with the bandits, which I gotta say, I'm not exactly sure whether I would have been able to achieve any kind of resolution with my persuasion option. I'm just putting the marker somewhere random, by the way. I don't actually know where the bandits are, of course, so we're just going to ride off and see where we can find them. Not sure if I'm even going to be able to, because let's face it, I did kill, well, I didn't kill two of them, but I killed one bandit beforehand. I did come across two of them, shall we say. So I'm not sure if those are the ones that they're talking about, but I highly doubt that's the case, because those ones were basically just escaping from the raid on the farm. So I'm going to assume that this one, or should we say this group of bandits is indeed a little bit different. A little bit different from the other ones. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, I just got to say thank you very much for letting me know actually that Captain Bernard is going to be a little bit irritated with me for running off randomly. Yeah, I didn't actually remember. See, now, this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's very difficult for me, personally, to actually remember things, you know, from a general perspective here, because I have terrible short-term memory. So, basically what happens is I experience something, whatever that may be, and then 5 seconds later, boom, I've just forgotten it. Yeah, that doesn't happen all the time, but it happens often. So, I found it. I found them. Oh, there it is. Wait, I don't actually know whether they're bandits. They might not be bandits. Wait a minute, I'm just going to draw my sword just in case. I've got blood on my sword. Hello there, bandit. Bear in mind, I am actually wearing armor, so I'm not that sneaky.
What's that? Hi.
Hello there, friends. Suspicious man-at-arms. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you, sir.
Greetings, my good man. May I ask you a question?
Ask first, then I'll ask you something.
Really? Good then. We're looking for Ginger, a stable boy at a nearby stud farm. Have you seen him anywhere?
I was just about to ask you two the same thing. I'm looking for him too.
Then it's a pity neither of us has found him yet.
Thank heavens I've found you, though. I imagine you two might be able to tell me something about Neuhoff.
I see. Well, we can give you a little demonstration of what happened there.
Ah, yes, of course. Very good. Well, this guy's... Oh, this guy's dead. Oh, I murdered him. Okay, unfortunately, I'm taking massive damage from this guy. But I've got Master Strike. Oh, I murdered him too.
God.
Oh yeah, you got murdered. I'm not going to give you a mercy kill, sir, because of what you did at Neuhof. I am not giving you a mercy kill, that is for sure. This guy, wait a minute, I have the ability to kill him. Wait a minute. I thought he was already dead. Alright, I'll kill him. There we go. We gotta do that for the objective, as you can see. So yeah, we're just gonna loot this guy, and oh, he's got some nice stuff right here. 26 groschen. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, so let's just take a quick look at the ooh, he's got some good stuff right there. Okay, go back to Ginger's Guardians. Alright, yeah, I will do that. Marigold decoction, I'm just gonna take this. Silver ring, sells for a decent amount. Small armorer's kit. Quite a few people in the comments have been telling me about that. And don't worry, I am going to do a little bit of, shall we say... Where did that guy run off to? Where'd the other guy go? Is he here somewhere? Oh, there he is. I was like, oh, where did he go? Where did he go? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Yeah, exactly. So, anyway, I'm very, very pleased that we were able to do this. And, oh yeah, so again, ADHD things, okay? So basically, what I just said was, I'm gonna take care of our gear, right? I'm gonna take care of our gear. I'm gonna make sure that we get some repair kits. I'm gonna go to the bathhouses and have a huge bath and make sure that we're all clean and dandy and all that wonderful stuff. And we're gonna try to maintain our stuff, because obviously I am not maintaining it in the least. I literally look like one of the worst people in the world right now, because look at my charisma right here. Just purely because I have such destroyed stuff. And someone actually said to me, very rightly so, you don't have to sell your stuff, you just have to repair it. And I didn't realize this. So yeah, thank you for letting me know, because as I say, I've never played this game before. I have played it, but it is something that I didn't do much more of, apart from I don't even know how I did 7 episodes before. Yeah, because I obviously played this when it was I think first released back in, I think it was 2018 or something like that, and I did 7 episodes of it, and I'm not entirely sure, but I don't feel like I got that far in it, so it's kind of weird. Anyway, I am going to use the small armorer's kit on something. Let's use it on what do I want to use it on? Can I use it on any of these things, or I can use it on these things? Okay. So what do I want to use it on? Is this actually... Wait, is this actually useful? How much does it actually repair it, though? That's the question. I have no idea how much this actually repairs things, because I don't want to use it on something, uselessly, so I'm just going to leave it, I guess. That's the problem, you see. I just don't have any clue as to what it actually does, because I don't want to use it and then just completely waste it, because that's going to be sad, isn't it? That's going to be a hugely, hugely sad thing, because if this thing is actually really good, and I'm in a bad situation where my armor is completely shot, then it's going to be extremely useful to us to have that available. But using it out in the middle of nowhere when I'm really not actually needing to fight anyone right now, I mean, we've just fought someone and done relatively well, but I do need to learn how to play against more people, because I've only had, one-on-one encounters so far, and it's a very different story dealing with multiple opponents. So I need to actually figure out the key bindings to switch targets a little bit more usefully, because as it was, I was just not knowing how to do that, and that's the reason why that guy actually was able to inflict more damage. What is that icon down there, by the way? You see that icon down there? Is that what is actually afflicting me right now? Let me see. Oh, injured left arm. Oh, I have an injured left arm. Are you joking? Are you joking, Henry? That's very bad, isn't it, sir? Alright, well, whatever the case, we do have another sword thing here. I have no idea what I should do. What is this? Short sword, hunting sword, long sword. Oh, that seems pretty cool. Yeah, there's another long sword thing. Oh, I'm so terrible with the long sword. Don't get me started, okay? Don't get me started. I'm really, really bad with these combos. Okay, so wait a minute. Where? Ah, there he is. Is this him? Hello there, sir.
Good day to you.
You don't have to worry about those bandits anymore. I've dealt with them.
Really? And I suppose I have to take your word for it.
If you want proof, I can take you to them. Maybe I should have brought you their heads.
I'll take your word for it. All right, a bargain's a bargain. Ginger is hiding out in a ruined hut not far from here. You go along the road to Ujits until you see a path to the right that leads to a small spring. There's an overgrown path that leads from there right to where Ginger is. Keep your eyes peeled, though. You could easily miss it.
Good. Thanks for your help.
Farewell.
Oh dear. Oh, it's another one of these. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem. And I'll tell you why. I am not very good at finding things. I don't know whether you've noticed. Yes, I'm not very good at finding things at all. It takes me a long time to actually search for stuff, as is very much evident by the previous episode. You know, me looking for things. I'm kind of hoping that this marker right here is actually accurate, and it's going to enable me to basically just go straight to it. But I'm gonna go along the road like he suggested. And we're going to see if I can find the little overgrown path, quote-unquote, that he mentioned. Maybe that's going to make a difference. I have to be a little bit careful. What? Accident? Wait a minute. Considering I actually uncovered an accident beforehand, and I didn't have the ability to stop at the time, I'm going to have a look here this time. Ah, hello. Red deer venison. Freshness 100%. Is it actually worth me taking this? I actually don't think so, to be honest, but sure, I'll take it. I'll take it just in case. I guess. I don't know. Is this actually? Is this all it is? Really? That was all it was? Okay, that's kind of not exactly spectacular. Well, there you go. And who's this? Hello there, sir. Who are you? It's a wayfarer. All right. Okay. Okay. Overgrown path. Overgrown path. I'm looking right now. We've got some hairs in the, is it off this way? I have no clue. Ah, maybe this is it? No, I have no idea. I'm just going to go in a straight line over to where the marker is, and I can only assume that that might take me exactly where we want to go. Ah, here's the overgrown path. There we are. Okay. Yes, and there's the hut. Okay, so it's actually easy to find. Whew. I was a bit worried about that for a quick second there. Okay, so we got some mushrooms here as well. And also, yeah, someone said I need to pick 100 nettles. 100 nettles without gloves on, as far as I can remember, right? Or was it 100 without gloves or something like that? I don't know. Anyway, torch. Gonna put that out here. Thank you, because it's obviously nighttime, so let's have a look-see. Hello there. Let's go on in.
Jesus, you've led me a merry dance.
What do you want from me?
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you run off like that? Where are your cronies? And why did you kill that bandit?
What?
Right, one thing at a time. Why did you run off in such a hurry?
Because I was afraid they'd come back and kill me.
Who?
Those bandits, of course.
To get revenge on you for killing their mate?
Killing? Me? I never killed anyone. God is my witness.
I'm looking for your friends. Where are they?
The charcoal burners? They're over at the...
To hell with the charcoal burners. Where are your bandit mates?
They're not my mates. They nearly killed me. I recognized one of them, so I thought they'd come back and...
Recognise? Who was it? Talk!
I don't know his name, only that he's from Ushitz and he has a limp.
What can you tell me about him? How do you know him?
I saw him a few times in the tavern in Ushitz, playing dice and boozing.
And?
I know he lives in a house on the edge of the village, but that's all I know. I never talked to him.
And now tell me exactly what happened. And don't leave anything out.
That's quite a long story.
Don't worry, I won't get bored.
All right. I woke up in the middle of the night because I needed to go for a piss. So I went out into the dark, same as usual, only there was something there that shouldn't have been. At first I thought it was just a trick of the light, but it wasn't. Then it was too late. They went past, and I thought they must be horse thieves. I would have yelled, only I was afraid they'd kill me. So I waited until they were out of sight, and I started to sneak away. But then...
Then the slaughtering started.
Yes. I thought they'd steal the horses and ride off. That would be bad enough. But then all the killing started, and flames everywhere. It was terrible, like hell itself.
And then?
It seemed some of them didn't like it either. They started squabbling among themselves, and some of them started running back where they came from, right towards me. And I had that thing in my hand, the hoof pick.
So you stabbed the first one in the belly?
No. He ran right into me. He was running fast for a fellow with a limp. He pushed me aside, and I fell on the ground. Then he told me I'd better lie low if I valued my life, and he ran off with the others. I did what he said and hid. Then the rest of the gang ran past.
And then?
Then I waited in case that limping one from Ujits came back. I didn't dare come out until I was sure. I think it was almost light.
What about the others? Was there anything you noticed about them?
I don't know. There might have been maybe 8 of them, and 2 of them were really big. That's all I can remember.
Do you know what they argued about?
I didn't hear everything, but I reckon some of them were only there to steal and wanted no part in the killing.
That sounds terrible. I know exactly how you feel.
If only I yelled. Maybe they...
If you had, you'd most likely be dead. It probably wouldn't have done any good anyway.
But still...
There was nothing you could do. That's all. Why did you kill that bandit?
What? Bandit? I know...
This is yours, isn't it? I pulled it from the belly of a dead bandit near the stud farm.
That is mine, but I didn't stab him. That fellow took it from me.
And now tell me exactly what... And don't leap...
That's...
You don't have to tell me everything.
I only recognized one of them. A fellow from...
What else do you know?
Nothing.
I've heard everything I need to hear, so I'll leave you be.
Wait! What about me? Won't you help me out?
Perhaps I could. What would you like?
I'd like to go back to the stud farm, but those cutthroats who want to kill me are still around. Will you help me?
They're out of the way. I ran into them on my travels.
Really? That's great, but...
What?
I'm afraid to go back to the farm. I ran away, and God knows what they'll think about it all. I don't know if they'll even want to talk to me.
I could go and ask them if it's important to you.
Would you? You'll definitely have their respect, the way you took care of those cutthroats.
Alright, okay. I was actually not entirely sure. I don't know. I think he could probably go back and it would, yeah, I think it would probably be fine, but I kind of wanted to do something nice, I guess. I don't know. To be honest, I was actually thinking that I would kill this guy because he obviously seemed like he was very suspicious. I felt like maybe he was in on it, you know? Maybe he was in on it with the bandits. But, no. Well, obviously, it doesn't seem like that was indeed the case. We're right next to Talmberg, by the way. Look at how close we are. That's actually hilarious, because there's a bathhouse right there. It would be very cool if we could even do that, but, yeah, I guess I'll just fast travel back to Neuhof, because, well, I mean, that's where we need to go. However, I'm thinking right now, is there anything that I can do here? I kind of want to get something else. Yeah. So, some people told me that the guy that we were playing dice with, he was cheating. I didn't realize that, obviously, because here's the thing, I actually don't see colors very well, so I had no idea that the dice were different colors. My bad. Otherwise, vitality, what else do we have here? Oh yeah, someone said thick-blooded is really, really good. Someone also said that human dustbin is fantastic too. I don't know what to go for though, that's the problem, because look at this. You won't suffer from eating poisoned or spoiled food, but neither will you have any positive effect from it. Does not apply to alcohol. I don't know what positive effect means. What does that mean? What does that mean? Does that mean that I will still gain nourishment, but I just won't gain any additional benefit? because I don't know what kind of additional benefits food usually gives. Because I mean, let's just actually wait a minute. Let's just have a look here. Food. What does this actually give me most of the time? Nourishment, health, energy. That's it. So in other words, I actually don't know, because it says here 30 health from marigold decoction, right? But does that actually make a difference? I don't know, because again, there's just not enough information, unfortunately. Okay, yeah, so we should also be reading these maps. So I'm actually going to do this. Okay, yeah, so as you can see, there's Neuhof, and there is the, okay, yeah, there you go. There's the treasure map. So we're going to go and have a look at that as well. But we're going to fast travel back to Neuhof, and then we're going to see what happens. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to do that on my horse. And I'm hopeful I'm not going to get ambushed. On your way, you see an armed man who's clearly waiting for something. It's not likely a bandit will be standing alone on the road. Let's go. Okay, we could ignore him. We could have ignored him, but I'm going for it because I had a timer, and I kind of wanted to see what was going on here. I'm going to draw my bloodied sword.
Stop and have a word with me.
Faint-hearted knight. He might be okay. He might be fine.
Good man, may I disturb you for a moment?
What is it then?
It's about this. I challenge you to a duel, sir.
What?
You heard? Don't try to wriggle out of it. Let's get to it.
I'm not in the habit of fighting to the death with fellows I meet by chance on the road. Tell me first what this is all about.
What's happening is I'm challenging you to a duel. You disgusting man. I spit in your face.
Eager, aren't you? Who are you, anyway?
I am Sir Olbram of Lossany.
Pleased to meet you, Sir Olbram. So, what are you after?
My mother sent me out to get some experience. She's obsessed with tales of chivalrous knights. In short, she sent me off looking for some virgin to save, and to win glory in combat. But I have to admit, I'm not very good at it.
That's a damn foolish idea. You ought to go home.
I'd love to. But what shall I tell Mama?
Tell her to forget about her Tristans and Amadeses and leave you alone. Not only will you have peace, but no doubt your subjects will take you more seriously too.
That's easier said than done. I'm not sure I have the courage for that.
Well, you have the courage to accost wayfarers and challenge them to duels. Surely you can talk to your mother.
Well, I suppose so. Thank you for your encouraging words.
Glad to be of service, sir.
I only hope some Christian soul will give me a proper...
All right. Okay, fine. That's great. Okay, I'm very, very pleased that we were able to talk him out of it. I actually wouldn't have even minded dueling, at least shall we say, well, not a duel to the death. Not a duel to the death, but I wouldn't have minded doing like a mock duel or something along those lines, just kind of like, to give him some practice, as it were, because I actually find the fighting system to be quite fun now that I've gotten a bit more of a handle on the whole Master Strike thing. But I'm not actually that good at the whole combos. I'm gonna have to practice the combos. Don't worry. Is that Sir Radzig? Oh dear, is he really here? Oh, that's really bad, isn't it? That is a pretty bad deal for me, that's for sure. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure which one I have to. Oh no, B is the one I have to go to. Where is B? Is that B? Yeah, this is B up here. That is Sir Radz. Oh no. Okay, yeah, that is Sir Radzig. That's very bad for me, isn't it? Oh dear. Well, maybe it is bad, maybe it's not. I don't actually know, but... Ooh, I can eat from the pot. Okay, I think I might actually do that. Yeah, why not? It's not going to lose me any relation or anything like that. Ah, I need to speak to Zora.
I found Ginger. He begged me to ask if he can return, ma'am.
Why should I take him back? It might be his fault I had to bury my husband.
What?
Why else would he flee but guilt? The men said they didn't see him in bed. He didn't have a clean conscience because he gave those murderers a signal.
That's not true. He fled because one of the attackers recognised him and Ginger was afraid he'd come back and kill him.
Those are just excuses. He wouldn't dare come back.
But they came back the very same day. If he hadn't run, they'd have killed him and everyone else.
Why would they do that?
Why not? They'd already murdered several people, why not a few more?
And now I'm supposed to take him back? What if they come back for him and kill one of my daughters in the process?
The cutthroats who were after him have been taken care of. And the rest have no reason to return here.
And what about for revenge? I can't take him back.
I understand your concerns, but you just need to ask Sir Hanish to leave you a guard. Those bandits might be willing to take on a few stable boys, but not an armed soldier.
I'd definitely feel better if someone was here a few days to keep watch.
It can be arranged. I'm sure Sir Bernard won't object.
Good then. Let the lad come back again. Take care.
All right, I'm not. I think I believe.
God.
No. Okay, thank you. Whew. I thought I was going to get locked in there for a second. Anyway, I don't think that Ginger had anything to do with it. I mean, obviously, from what he said, if he's telling the truth, which I think so, he's scared like no one's business. So it is very much, natural to assume that indeed he is telling the truth. And now, apparently, I might be getting yelled at a little bit.
Well, look who deigns to grace us with his presence.
I was looking for that boy
And you didn't bother telling anyone.
I had to follow the trail before it went cold.
And what if some bandit skewered you and left you for dead? We'd never find you because you told no one where you were going. How would I explain that to Sir Radzig, eh? I really don't know, my lord. He disappeared without saying a word to anyone. Never crossed my mind he wanted to get himself killed. Silence! Keep your ignorant mouth shut when I'm giving you the benefit of a veteran's wisdom. You do what I tell you, answer only when I ask, and not go roaming off whenever you feel like it. I'd like to kick your arse back to the castle and be shut of you. But it's true, you're a fucking peasant who knows nothing about soldiering, and it's my job to whip you into shape, so I'm not done with you yet. God have mercy on you if you ever try anything like that again. If you're lucky, I'll only have you whipped and clapped in the stocks, because if I get my way, you'll be hanged for desertion. I hope we've got that out of the way, and I've made myself absolutely clear. And now, let's hear what you have to report.
I talked to Ginger and found out what happened.
Out with it, then.
Ginger fled because he recognised one of the raiders. He was afraid they'd come back to silence him.
Well, he was right. They were asking about him. So who did he recognize?
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Ujits.
All right. Since you've gone this far, you may as well ask around at Ujits. We've enough to do here in these parts anyway. Sir Radzig will tell you about it. He said to send you to him if you haven't already been.
God be with you, Henry. Congratulations on winning the tournament. I'm proud of you.
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
The whole story, or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
One of the Neuhoff stable boys, a lad they called Ginger, fled from there and hid out with some charcoal burners. I have to say, there's a lot of them around. I never thought how many forges and ironworks they have to supply.
That's true, but keep to the point.
Oh, yes, sir. I had quite a job finding him. He was well hidden and with good reason. The bandits wanted to kill him because he recognised one of them.
Did he tell you what happened?
He said it wasn't one gang, but two. And one of them took fright when the slaughter started. Seems they were only interested in loot, so they quarrelled with the other lot. Then it came to a skirmish in the woods and one of them was killed. And the rest of them scattered.
And did you find out where they went?
All I know is one of them is from Ujits. I know enough about him to be able to track him down.
All right, but those cutthroats must know who he is too, right? And if they want to get revenge on him or silence him, you'd better hope they don't get to him before you. So drop everything and get on his trail. Find out what he knows and then report back to me. I'm going to our encampment at Merhayed to oversee the security of the region.
Yes, sir. Why choose Merhayed?
It's somewhat at the centre of events, isn't it? And what's more, there's another stud farm there.
Sir, do you think they're going to try the same thing again?
I shouldn't think so. Everyone will be on the alert now, but the secluded dwellings are more vulnerable. There are few people in them. They're scattered everywhere and we can't guard them all.
But the bandits won't find much silver in places like that.
There's always a groschen or two, some food and so on. Anyway, how much silver did they get from slaughtering those horses?
True. If they'd stolen them, they could have sold them. Those were fine animals.
Exactly. It's not about the silver. It's about something else.
But what?
Creating fear. Such great terror that you won't even squeak when they come to cut your throat. Never mind raise your hand against them. Fear that will root you to the spot, staring like a rabbit entranced by a stoat, waiting for the death blow to fall. Helpless to do anything about it. Farewell.
Alright, there you go. So we did get chewed out a little bit. I felt like he wasn't that harsh, so I'm absolutely fine with that. Obviously, the one thing that we do have to remember is that we completed the entire investigation ourselves. Yeah, sure, I definitely agree that we should have come back here way beforehand to tell, you know, Captain Bernard what was actually going on. But obviously, from my perspective, well, I just forgot, actually, that he told us not to go too far, and that was my bad. But anyway, I'm gonna go and see if I can find the treasure chest, because there is a treasure chest down here somewhere. I think it's like in here, in this little area. Or not a treasure chest, but you know what I mean. The treasure map said something about going down here and having a look-see. Ah, so it seems like I found a grave here, and it seems like maybe that is where the treasure is located. I don't actually know, but obviously this is actually pretty funny to me because this is dark, right? I'm literally running around in the pitch black darkness apart from my torch, and I'm actually surprised that I found anything, to be honest. I was kind of considering whether I should wait around for a little bit of time and just get to daylight, you know, but you know, why not? Let's just do it this way. What's going on with this guy's skull? Why is it massive? Why is his skull so large? Ooh, hello there. We've got some lucky playing dice. All right, so we've got some insane gear right here. This is absolutely incredible. What? Okay. Wow. Do not drink it though. Okay, yeah, I won't do that. Oh, we've got 217 groschen right here. Okay, that's actually crazy. Okay, so I'm just going to be taking absolutely every single thing here. This is amazing stuff. Thank you very much, by the way, for, you know, continuing to remind me about the ancient maps, because I literally, as I say, in RPGs like this, I consistently just go, there's so much stuff to do. There's so much stuff to do. I just consistently, you know, just generally forget about that kind of stuff. So I really appreciate it. Anyway, let's put on all this stuff, shall we? There we go. Oh, we're looking nice. Oh yeah, my charisma's gone all the way back up to 8 now, which is actually quite funny. And yeah, we are looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. And I think, is this what I'm wearing right now? No, this is not what I'm wearing, but this gives me 9 charisma, and this gives me 15 charisma. What is the difference between these two things? It gives me, oh, wait a minute. No, these basically give me the same exact thing, but this is better for visibility and conspicuousness, because the noise, this one actually causes no noise though, as you can see. This causes very little noise in comparison. However, these cause 87 noise. So if I'm trying to be super sneaky, well, yes, it's not really going to work out too well. I'm thinking that maybe what I'll do is I'll use this. Mainly because I want to see his face, because I think that's actually quite fun. I don't know, but yeah, anyway, there you go. That is indeed the treasure that we found now. And let me see if I can actually call my horse. There it is. Okay. Whew. I was a bit worried there for a second. I thought to myself, oh, wait, are we actually going to find my horse in this forest? This is where it is, by the way. If you are wondering, it's right there. Just you basically I'd recommend just going here and then just traveling east straight away. Just from here, just traveling east. And then hopefully you'll find it. Hopefully you're not searching this place in the night like I am. Like an imbecile. So I'm actually wondering, shall I fast travel to Talmberg? Because I could... Is there a bed there for me? There might be a bed there for me. So let's try going to Talmberg. I'm going to get ambushed along the way, almost 100%. But I'd like to go to the bathhouses. This is the only reason why I'm going to Talmberg, because I'm pretty sure that this is... Well, this is the only bathhouse that I know of. But obviously there could be others elsewhere. But this is the only one that I'm aware of right now. So... We're just going to go there and we're going to see if we can go there pretty early, maybe? I don't know. It's at 7. I mean, it's 7 right now. Let me actually just put away my torch. How do I put away my torch? Do I have to hold down 2? No. Hold down 1? Hold down 1. Okay, hold down 1. That makes sense. Okay, so I'm just going to get off my horse and we're just going to go down here. And we're going to experience the bathhouses for the first time, because obviously we haven't been there before. I mean, we were there one time very, very briefly, but I didn't have any money at the time. Or I did have some money, but hilariously enough, I actually thought that it was going to be too expensive at the time. So I was like, nah, we're not going to go for that. Even though it's only 10 as far as I'm aware. I'm just going to wait for a little bit of time as well, as I believe the NPC that we need to speak to isn't actually even here. The woman that we need to speak to about paying, and I'm kind of hoping that this is going to restore my energy, but I highly doubt it. Right?
Greetings. What do you need?
I'm interested in your services.
And what is it you'd like?
Alright, so to have a bath and launder my garments, I want to heal my wounds as well. Wait. Can I do heal my wounds, bath, and laundry? I want to do that, but I also want to get a haircut and a shave as well, so I guess we'll just do this one.
I'll certainly need a physician to treat my wounds. Then a hot bath and laundering my clothes.
That can be arranged, but you'll pay in advance.
Alright, this is going to be 30. I can haggle though. Alright, yeah. I can probably do something really, really audacious here because I have final offer. So I'm literally going to go for 22.5 or something like that. Even though I have a lot of money right now, that may not be a lot in the grand scheme of things, but I'm just going to try to be really, really audacious here, and then we'll see.
Is this enough?
It'll take more than that to persuade me.
Okay, well, what does she want? She wants 26. Oh, she's going to get annoyed if I don't do this. I'm just going to do 26.
You won't regret spending the money. I guarantee it. May the Lord watch over you.
All right, there you go. Okay, so we're now looking pretty fantastic, if I do say so myself. Who's this? Oh no, just a villager randomly running up to us. Okay, now we're looking pretty cool, right? Apart from the fact that this body garment is not looking great. However, my helmet is looking fantastic. I have 12 charisma now as well, which is quite nice. And yeah, what we want to do is we want to, well, we obviously want to have a shave, right? So let's do that. And we also want to get a haircut. So let's just do this. Okay, what do we want? What do we want? I have no idea what any of this means. Oh no, I'd rather not.
No deal.
Can I not see them beforehand? Casual elegance. This is casual elegance?
No deal.
Okay. Okay.
No deal.
Wait, why does it not give me the ability to see this beforehand? What about Woodsman's Pride? Oh, wow. Okay.
No deal.
Yeah, let's not do that. What about, I'm not liking any of these, actually. Oh, I guess this one actually looks okay. Yeah, sure, we'll go with this one, I guess.
Thank you.
That can be arranged.
Alright, we're gonna haggle once again.
Much.
And how much are you?
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna pay, I'll pay 10.
That's a poor...
Okay, how much does she want? She's gonna want 12.5. Yeah, she will, of course, want 12.5. Okay, let's do that.
You won't regret spending the money. Goodbye.
There we go. It's not gonna take that long, right? No, it should be instant. Yeah, there we go. It's instant. Okay, so Now
like
let's
to
talk
make
about
use of
a
this.
haircut
So-
because for some reason I still have stubble or something like that. I don't know what's going on with that. Get a haircut. Okay, apparently that just goes along with it. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, this actually doesn't change anything. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Okay, no, we're not gonna go with that. I kind of wish they'd give me a you know, like a preview without actually having to select it, because then we're gonna have to go through all of these individually. Oh wow, we could go for that one.
No.
He looks kind of weird like that, I guess. And Mother's Boy, that's exactly what we've got on right now. Okay, I guess we'll go for Eastern influence, I guess. I think that sounds, I guess that looks okay.
That can be arranged.
Okay, I'm just gonna
Fine.
pay that.
I'm
Just
sure
gonna
you'll
pay
be
that because
fine.
she's already kind of annoyed with me right now, so might as well just go for it. And there we go. All right, so we're done. We're looking pretty nice right now. My wounds are dressed. We are all good, and I think that's it. I think that's all we need to do here, right? Oh yeah, we should also use this sword instead of the other one, and this is not stolen this time, so I should do massive damage with this thing, or at least I hope so. We also have this sword that we picked up from one of the bandits as well, by the way, so yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, so I need to go to my bed, don't I? I need to go to my bed, so I'm just going to fast travel back to the entrance to Tarnberg, and then we'll go... Oh, no, actually, I don't. I don't need to do that. Look at my energy. My energy is back up to 100. Oh, that's fantastic. The bathhouses are insane. Okay, yeah, that's really, really powerful. So I guess the next best thing for me to do... there's a combat arena there. That's hilarious. Okay, yeah, so the next best thing for me to do is to actually just make my way up here. I guess. Or, I don't even know where to go, actually, right now. There's a whole bunch of different places we could go. I mean, I don't think there's anything going on in the mill back here, right? It just says, I mean, obviously this is a side quest right here, you know, to go and see Teresa before noon, and she didn't want to speak to us beforehand, so yeah. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, let me actually just take a quick look at the quests here and actually just have a look. So obviously this is a main quest. This is a side quest. Take the ring to the miller in Kahelnitz? Where is that? Where's Kahelnitz? Is it all the way up here? Is it massive? Where is that? Is it there? Aha, there it is. Okay, so that's actually really close to Neuhof. So, I mean, technically I could go all the way back there, or I could go on to Ujitz, which I think actually might make more sense, because we are a little bit closer to that, and I'm looking pretty good right now, you know? I'm looking pretty good, so we might as well make our way over there. This is going to take me quite some time as far as I can tell. I mean, as you can quite clearly see. Let me just place a marker... I guess here or something like that. Am I going the right way? No, I'm not. Alright, so we've discovered the town. I don't even know whether I can call it a town, really. It's more like a hamlet or a small little... I don't know. Maybe it is a small town. It seems a little bit more rural than Rattay, but yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, it's pretty large, actually, all things considered. Okay, so there are a number of different... undiscovered places nearby as well. Obviously, as you can tell, I did not follow the road because I am just that unconventional. Isn't that great? Yes, that is wonderful. So what we're going to do is we'll just very quickly go to these unexplored areas. Oh, is that the tavern? No, that's not the tavern right there. Okay, yeah, well, we'll just go to the unexplored areas quite fast. I've already gone by one? Really? I already went by one, but it didn't actually uncover it for some reason. Do I need to go in here, actually, for it to do that? Or what's actually happening with that? Oh, okay. This is kind of weird. What's actually happening with that? Alright, okay. Apparently it is not giving me the discovery for some reason. Oh well, never mind. Okay, well, I have to find the limping bandit. Well, we know that he likes to drink. And we know that he likes to gamble. So the best way for us to find a fellow like that is to go to the tavern, I suspect, right? And now the question is, where's the tavern? Well, it's probably going to be relatively close by to the church, or shall we say, close to the town center. Or at least I think that would probably be the case. And there's definitely going to be a sign outside that says that this is a tavern. So I just need to look for that. There seems to be someone yelling, "Thief, thief," coming from over here. Where? Oh, over here.
Somebody help me! You won't get away with this!
Who's the thief, sir? Hello?
Catch him!
Catch him? Catch who? I don't see anyone. I did not see anyone when I was going up the road there. Oh, there's also an event here.
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
If that's what you call nothing to see, I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
Sacre. Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now. And nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Another thing about Lubosh.
Okay, so we should probably talk to this guy and or anyone that we can actually speak to. Archery master. These fellows are all named, so I'm going to assume they have something to do with it, maybe.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know nothing about it, but Ask all you want.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
That's all. Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Alright, there we go. We figured out something. Although, to be fair, we need to find out more about him, apparently? Oh, okay. Maybe we need to speak to other people as well. Well, there is another person here.
God be with you. What can I do for you?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa.
I don't know how I can help you, but ask if you must.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
As far as I know.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home. I didn't see him all day.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
You could see at first glance he was no good.
That's all.
God bless.
Right, okay, so we kind of know what's going on here. I'm going to ask the last named character here, and then we'll see.
My respects to you.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Of course, ask away.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much, but I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with, relatives or friends?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
That's all. Thank you.
Farewell.
Right, okay, so I guess the best thing for me to do, considering... there's one other fellow here.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
I've come in the name of Sir...
Of course.
Oh, we already asked this guy. Alright, never mind. Okay, I actually thought that we hadn't asked him beforehand. Okay, so that's the thing. We haven't actually gone through all of the options with Yosef here. So I guess what we'll do is we'll just ask him all of these things.
I didn't really know him.
Do you know what Lubosh was...
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder...
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with, relatives or friends?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
That's all.
Good luck to you.
Right, okay, so that seems to be about all. I mean, obviously this is a pretty large area, and I'm going to assume that we have to speak to other people as well. I wonder whether I should go in here and actually see what is happening, because maybe we can actually spot something that might be useful. I'm thinking maybe some evidence or whatever. Yeah, we can actually have a look here. Oh, wait, read this.
Inscription in blood. It's a pity I don't know how to read. Looks like they wanted to give someone a warning. But who? And a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day.
Aha! So that is another reason why we probably want to learn how to read, isn't it? Yeah.
What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death and then gutted him? That would explain why he didn't scream.
Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him.
Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything?
Yeah, well, he obviously just answered that question himself. Okay, so I'm actually wondering, is there anything in here that we want to, let's just say, steal? Is there anything that we want to steal? I mean, technically we can open this up and we can get a bandage or two, which is actually quite nice. And we can get some horse hide, red deer hide. I don't really want to, I don't want to take, okay, no offense, but I don't want to take the dog skin if at all possible. Thank you very much. That's not my, it's not my thing. Thank you very much. But yeah, anyway. Ooh, we can actually eat something. I don't even need to eat. I've got 97 nourishment right now, so I'm perfectly fine. And I think we are good. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our way over to the church. Aha! Well, this is another place where we can actually play dice, which would be very fun, in my opinion. Especially considering we now have the ability to, shall we say, affect the odds in our favor slightly, because we do have that extra dice now. So that's pretty nice, you know. Pretty nice. Okay, so wait a second. The church is just about here. I discovered the scribe. Wait a minute. Does the scribe actually... Oh, hello. Hello, Father Godwin. You appear to know how to swing a sword, or you're practicing at the very least. This is the fellow that I actually need to speak to.
I see you know how to wield a sword, Father. I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practiced with a stick. A reminder of my youth and days gone by, and it helps keep me in good form.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son, and one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
But Lubosh is dead. You can't hurt him, but if you don't tell me, more innocent people may die.
If I told you, I would be betraying a vow that's a cornerstone of the Holy Church. If people believed the sanctity of the confessional couldn't be trusted, the consequences would be even worse than that.
Worse than the death of innocent Christians? Worse than the murderer escaping punishment?
No one escapes punishment.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening, in the tavern, over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right. Thank you, Father.
Farewell.
Right, okay, yeah, well, there you go. That's the reason, by the way, why I definitely should have taken... I actually don't think I have the ability to spec into speech right now. No, I don't. But this is the reason why I should have taken this instead of Final Offer. Final Offer is a good perk, don't get me wrong, it is a good perk, but I should have definitely taken Empathetic because I can literally see exactly what their stats are. It's a super, super powerful thing, and I actually thought it was a powerful thing at the time, but for some reason I just didn't take it. I should have trusted my instinct at the time, I guess, because I don't know. Anyway, we do now have Berserk here. As soon as your health falls to a minimum, you go Berserk and your stamina regenerates 4 times faster. Falls to a minimum, I don't know what that means, 20% or lower or something, maybe. After beating your first opponent, the power of your attacks will increase for a while, and your stamina will regenerate faster. Well, for me personally, I think I'm probably going to go for Thick-Blooded here. And I'm going to just leave 1 point in Vitality here, because I still may want to take Human Dustbin. I think that sounds pretty good. And Agility, well, I'd like to take Perfect Throw here. Better chance of throwing winning dice. I think that sounds super, super funny. So that's the only reason why I'd like to take that. And otherwise, we also have the ability to spec into Horsemanship as well here. Your horse can carry more, but is slower. Can't be combined with the Racehorse perk, and the Racehorse perk, your horse is faster, but carries less weight. Heavy Duty Pony is exactly what I'm going to be taking here, because I want to have my horse be able to carry lots of things. Yes, indeed. Thank you. And we also have Stealth available here as well, which basically means that we can do this, where we gain a bonus to our Strength and Vitality after committing a crime, or you have the noise of your footsteps reduced by 70% when in the rain. Now, I have no idea what is better there, but I'm probably just going to leave that for the moment, because, well, that's the funny thing. Someone said that I should probably level up my stealth skill somehow, and I will probably try to figure out how to do that. I have no idea how, but someone said that knocking out villagers or something like that is a really quick way of doing it, but I don't know how that works, so I don't know. I guess we'll try it out, or should I say, I guess I'll try it out, and we'll see if that actually makes any difference. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.